Hi, Miss. This is my project title, and this is my final project. It named Sirin, and my name is Hamini. And I will start my final presentation now. This is my artist statement. In this project, inspired by the form taking light, I explore the delicate and ephemeral nature of light through digital media. Using instancing and particle system, I aim to visually represent the sensation described in the poem, softness, movements, and the fleeting quality in illumination. Instancing allows me to create repetitive yet dynamic elements symbolizing and the regime of light, while particles were used to express the scattered, unpredictable essence and brightness that tickles the environment gently. The piece is a visual interpretation of poetry, translating word into motion and emotion through digital form. This is my references. This also, and this is my tutorial reference. And the next is my best view. This is my project one. In my first piece, I use particles and material to construct the shape of the virtual universe. The continuously shifting light symbolic the tranquility of the night, evoking a sense of quiet movement and cosmic stillness. Next, this is my design process with the project one. In this piece, I built a particle system beginning with circle saw to serve as the emitter base. By applying randomization is also called sprinkle saw to the circle's points. I use a feedback loop system consisting of feedback top, transform top, and level top to create a sense of layering motion and visual memory. The feedback top stores each frame and feeds it back into the system, while the transform top adds subtitle, rotation, and scaling, creating a hypotonic spiral effect. I used a ramp chart as a base gradient, representing a transition of light or space. Through the display top, I distort the ramp using dynamic noise, giving it a fluid, organic movement. The blur top stops the transition, creating a more interior and dreamlike quality. Secondly, this is my project 2. I further explored the visual interpretation of light as emotion and memory. It's same like the project one, but I have adjusted some different effect block. With my design progress, I continue using the same visual system and components as in the first, such as particle instancing material and feedback loops. However, by shifting the camera position and perspective, I introduce a new sense of movement, depth, and emotional rhythm. The change in viewpoints transform the experience of light and motion, allowing the viewer to explore the same universe from the different spatial and emotional angle. This approach highlights how perception change not with the content, but with how we choose to observe it, encoding and subtle playfulness of sticking lights. Thirdly, this is my project tree. I introduced the symbolic image of a tree, a structure of life, growth, and silent strength. Built procedurally, this digital tree stands at the center like a memory vessel rooted in the light. Surrounding it are countless flickering particles resembling fireflies in the night. The tree spiral and orbit just like scattered troops of fragments of memory returning home. By using L system sop to grow a branching tree structure, I apply sprinkle sop to scatter points across it, creating firefly-like particles that orbit and flicker. The tree becomes a virtual of memory roots in light and surrounded by soft motion, an organic extension of a ticking light scene. And the next is I use a chart-based instancing system to control the position and scale of each instance. Through the combination of stop to chart conversion, noise, pattern, and transformation, I generate a natural motion system where particle or structure behave organically, as if gently breathing or drifting align with the photic tone of ticking light. In this final piece, this is my project 4 and also a last. I use a particle system connect to audio chop, allowing the particle to respond the real-time music input. Their movement, whether the velocity, scale, or speed is driven by sound. As the music rises and falls, the particles ripple like mountain range in motion, creating a visual landscape shaped by rhythm. This visual fusion transforms sound into light. Movement into emotion is continues the ticking light series by exploring how light can breathe and react through audio input, offering an immersive and photic experience. This piece begins with a structured grid stop laying down a uniform foundation, and then I use noise stop to disturb the grid points, giving them an organic wave-like motion. With short stop, I reshuffle the points order, allowing for a more dynamic particle flow. And last, I route audio select chop directly into false input of the particle soft, allowing the sound to directly influence the behavior of particle. As the beat rise and falls, the particle responds dynamically, bursting, riffing, collapsing, and expanding, as if dancing to the music. This audio reactive design transforms particle from more visual into an embodiment of sonic emotion. And well, lights not only touch but listen, pulse, and performs like music made visible. Alright, this is my all presentation now. And thank you for watching. Thank you, Miss.